Yo, what's up, YouTube? Sorry about the kind of crappy, video camera or whatnot. It's a new channel I've created. Essentially I've already started, but it's in the infancy stages right now. But I've started a vape shop as well as my own vape line. But we'll get into that. But what I wanted to do is I want to kind of introduce a, I guess, web series, if you will, about where I am essentially, I'm going to create a company, okay, out of nothing. It's going to be hard. It's going to be hard. But what I want to do is I want to see if I can take and start a company for under $1,000 and see if I can take off and actually make money doing this. Now, it's been a lot of hard work, and I'm putting in a lot of my own personal time, so it's like, I don't, it's not like I have somebody working for me or whatever, and I'm paying them. So, this is something that like entrepreneurs and new, sorry about that, new, business owners, where you're just trying to get something off the ground, make some money, and get going. I don't know if it's going to be, easy or hard. I'm sure it's going to be hard. It's not going to be easy. But what I'm doing essentially is so I got with the FDA. I'm now approved to create, my flavors and all that. But more importantly, I've set up some connections with a couple juice companies, a couple of wholesale outlets for, e-devices and stuff. I mean, if you're watching this channel, you're not brand new to vaping. So, and I do vape myself. I was a smoker a few months back, and I decided to quit. All the hype about vaping and whatever has gotten me. I'm gonna set my phone down here, but all the hype about vaping and stuff has gotten me excited about starting this business. I feel like I can get this up and running, and making money. So essentially, I just placed an order for my first set of e-devices, which I'm going to start off using the least expensive method, but decent devices. I'm not going to buy a bunch of crap like little pins where I'm spending $6 on them. I'm trying to sell them for 10 or 15 or 20 bucks or whatever, like the gas station piece of junks. I'm going to be selling the Ego AI, the Joytech Ego AIO, as well as the Smock Vape Pen 22. And the reason why is because you can buy them relatively inexpensive, and they're still a pretty inexpensive pen for people to purchase themselves. So I've got that, and then I have not only just my own 4 flavors, but also I've partnered with dun 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 Goofy Juice. I don't know if you can see that. Can you see that? You may not be able to see. I've partnered with Goofy Juice, as well as I'm getting ready to partner with Rings of Vapor. 2 really, really good companies. I actually vape both of their juices myself. In fact, this is a special order from a guy who is a buddy of mine that owns a vape shop. It's called Autumn's Graveyard. Oh my God, it's so good. It's like waffles and syrup. It's delicious. But anyways, so I'm getting this off the ground. Hopefully by Saturday, I'll have my order from the company in that I just ordered the devices from. I have to place an order with the e-juice company. I've already made up a batch of my first set of e-liquids. Okay, so I've got 40 bottles. Not a huge selection, but I only personally am going to be doing 3 and 6 milligram and 0 for my personal line. But with Goofy Juice, there's 5 different there's 5 different flavors, or 5 different nicotine levels, excuse me, that you can get with them. So what I'm doing is I've set up a website. So this is actually, let me see if I can flip this joker around, or maybe not. So this is my website, and you can go to it. It's cloudcityvaporlounge.com. Yes, I own my own domain. And I'm going to kind of give, I guess, people advice on how to get, if they want to do this, how to do this themselves. So as far as like my website, what I did, I bought a domain name. which was 99 cents for the first year, which is nothing. I mean, you know, it's $1.07 with tax or whatever it was. So I bought a domain name. Let me get a rip of this. Oh, it's so good. And I'm vaping at like 0.25 ohms, 55 watts on this Kangaroo, which is, I love this device. So anyways, I bought a domain for 99 cents. And then what's cool is you can actually go to like GoDaddy.com and get a business website where you can sell stuff online. And it's free for 30 days. And then after that, it's only $30 a month. Which, if you don't want to sell anything online, you just want something to put, like, you know, your store or, you know, however you're going to sell it online, then what, you know, it's a lot cheaper. You can get it for like $10 a month or something. If you do, or 10 or 11 bucks if you do like month to month. So that's the $30 a month if I do month to month, which, because I'm starting a new business, I'm not going to pay $100 and something for the whole year when I could just pay month to month and it's only a few dollars more. And then, you know, once I get to the point where I'm like, all right, you know, I've made a little bit of money, I've grown my inventory, all that good stuff. Then at that point, what I'm going to do is I'm going to, you know, pay for the whole year, because I know, hey, my business is going to take off and it's doing, you know, well enough. So, and that was free. That was something free that you can do for your first 30 days. It's a really easy website to use. I found that, you know, and I'll do a tutorial and all that on a lot of the stuff. If anybody has questions, hopefully this takes off, because I want to help people. I mean, you know, the main point of me creating this channel is I want to help people that want to grow a business. Whether, I mean, it doesn't have to be vapor business or whatever. I've had a couple businesses myself. I've had some fail, and I've had some pretty successful businesses. So, and I apologize about my attire. I want to say I'm just kind of sitting here in, you know, sweatpants and whatever, because I'm working out of the house. So also, I ordered 500 business cards from Vistaprint for $10 plus ship. It's like $15 with shipping. You know, so as far as like the business side of it, if you're gonna spend money on that stuff, those are two cheap ways. I mean, under $20 for my first 30 days to get a website, a domain name, and business cards. Also, I created a Facebook page for my business, okay? And then obviously I linked my YouTube channel, because I'm gonna, you know, when people see the product, they want to see, you know, how this works and everything. So I've got all that linked. You can hit up my Facebook page. I'm gonna put a link down in the description to that. So, but for under $20, I've got a website and business cards. The business cards haven't got here yet, or I'd show you. They're pretty cool looking. I'll show those maybe in the next video. The next, like, investment that I had made was obviously the cost of my own personal juice from my own line. The FDA thing, it was a lot of paperwork. Not too bad, but, you know, to get, you know, registered with them, I still have to do a whole bunch of stuff with the being able to send them like the flavor list and the ingredients list and all that, and that's a big ordeal to where I have to do like a handwritten letter. It's something that if you're interested in doing, it's going to take a lot of work. But as far as the you know, getting that started off the ground, and then it's just making connections. It's calling people, calling distributors, you know, getting a good vibe for like the people at eJuice or at Goofy Juice. I'm sorry. Amazing customer service, super phenomenal. Also, Rings of Vapor, you know, they up to this point have been phenomenal. And I'm gonna actually sit down and talk with the owner of them, because they're local. I mean, it's like a 15-minute drive to go, you know, pick up any of my product or whatever from them. So, and I still have yet to place my first order with them. But as far as my juice, I've got about $165, $175 invested in the bottles and the VG and PG and the nicotine and some of the flavorings and stuff, because I've only got 4 flavors. I got a whole bunch of flavors. I got 14 or 15 flavors that I purchased, but it's because I want to test out some stuff for myself. But you know, I have the 4 main flavors, and I'll put a link in you know, to my website down in the description below. But I've got 4 personal flavors, and you know, 2 strengths. So I mean, I made up 40 bottles. And what I'm doing is I'm going to actually be, because, you know, when you first start out, if you're trying to spend the least amount of money, you want to think of like innovative ways. How am I going to get my products out there? One, a website. And then you can, you know, post stuff on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, all that stuff. But also you want to, what other outlets? Well, I'm going to be doing some flea market stuff. And, you know, flea markets are a great place to go. I used to love shopping at flea markets. I haven't been in a long time just because life's so hectic. I've got a bunch of kids, all that stuff. So with that being said, you know, you spend $15, you go out there for a day, sit there for 5, 6, 7 hours, however long, you know, and I'm going to see how it goes. I'm doing it actually next Wednesday. So what I'll probably do is I'll probably do a little bit of vlogging while I'm there. Maybe kind of, you know, say, hey, I sold out of all my you know, e-devices. I'm only bringing 6 e-devices. Okay, now here, because I'm trying to spend under $1,000 to do this. Okay, and so my first order with shipping and everything is around $150 on, because I got some coils. I got a couple personal things too, for like myself, vaping wise. But as far as, like, you know, I'm only bringing 6 devices, and then hopefully, as far as bottles go, I'm going to have these that I've made up, as well as, I don't know if I'm going to get to place an order of Goofy Juice just yet, because I want to make sure that when I do place an order with them, I place a big enough order, you know, inventory, so I have enough inventory on hand for when I, you know, do the face-to-face stuff. Online, it's simple. If I get an order, I can, you know, if I get a couple orders or whatnot this week, then, you know, by Friday I'll have them filled, you know, and I'll have the e-juice at my disposal. But you know, I would place an order if I started getting a whole bunch of orders on here. So what? But that's what I'm doing. So I'm gonna go, you know, pump out as many products as I can, see if I can, you know, kind of double my investment. So at the time of making this video, I've got 150, 300 business license stuff. I've got about $500 invested, not including what inventory I'm going to get from Rings of Vapor, because I don't know exactly how many bottles I'm going to get. I'm sure I'm going to spend, you know, a couple $100 on that. So I'll probably have roughly, you know, $1,000, a little bit less involved, because I've got to get like a table to set up, and then I've got to pay for my spot, which, I mean, I can do it right there, you know, I guess that day or whatever, that morning I can go, and it's cheap. It's like $15 or $20 or something like that a day for the one I'm going to on Wednesday. I'm going to see how that goes, and at that point, from there, I'm going to go to others until I can build up enough to get a brick and mortar, because that's what I really want to do. Is I want to have a couple of brick and mortars to where, you know, I can go do this thing. So, you know, kind of a shout out to, like, you know, guys like Ryan Hall and you know, Rip Tripper, those guys. I mean, Ryan, I don't know if he, you know, how he did it. He probably had a business loan or something like that. I want to get to the point to where I don't have to. You know, I've got $25,000, $30,000. I can open a location, you know, buy 50, 60 devices, a shit ton of bottles or whatever, and just go. So with that being said, I'm going to end the video there. I'll try and have you some better quality and some more information the next time out. I'll probably in a day or so go, you know, do like a video about, like, hey, what it takes to build the website and stuff like that. But I appreciate it. If you like the video, or you're interested in, you know, see how this experiment kind of goes, hit the subscribe button down below. Click the little bell icon, so that way when I do a video, you get to see it first. You know, and I'm going to probably do some review videos on a couple of products that I get in. But I really appreciate it, and make sure you hit the thumbs up button, because that's important. Awesome. All right, guys, you have a good one, and remember, like Rip says, this is the future, baby. Let's go.